much for coming. So you're gonna see live action me instead of animation. Ooh, sorry. Yay! Thank you so much for coming to the stream. So yeah, today, as per the Google form that we put out, I'm going to be answering you guys' questions. So I got like 30 pre-selected questions from you guys, so I'm gonna answer those, and then afterwards I'll record some, or I'll answer some stream chat questions. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Yeah, I'll hop right in. All right. Question number 1. Where did I get the idea for Chikn Nugget? So, also, if you've seen other like Q&A stuff before, you're probably gonna be like, all right, I've heard all these answers before, so sorry for redundancy, but yeah. So where did I get the idea for Chikn Nugget? So what happened was, I'd worked on the Good Advice Cupcake at BuzzFeed, and then once 2020 hit, my boss, Z Myers, had given me the opportunity to pitch my own project. So I love drawing little animals, as you know, through Chikn Nugget and through just my main social media accounts. I'm always drawing little animals. So wanted to do something with cute animals, and that's honestly the biggest motivator for why I made it. But I was thinking about like, okay, we have to make this like, each episode we have to get like, we only have like a week's worth of time to do this. So I was like, we have to work fast and simple, and it's gonna live on TikTok and, you know, the internet. So I kind of had to think about like, all right, what's a way to like cleverly kind of do a plot that can live on social media? But yeah, the main motivating factor was I want to draw cute animals, and they're easy to draw and fun to draw. All right, next question. What breed of dog is Chikn Nugget? So I'd said this, I think like years ago. Chikn Nugget is actually a golden retriever / basset hound mix. If you look it up, there are pictures, and they kind of do look like chicken. All right, next question. Will Chikn ever have a romantic partner? Okay, so you might just have to wait and see what happens in the show, but maybe he might. Next question. When you began the show, did you have the lore in mind, or was that something that you implemented later on? Okay, so initially when I first pitched the show, it was like, I wasn't immediately like out the front gates like, this is gonna be a lore show kind of thing. I pitched it as a very simple show, but I really stressed like this is gonna be like a surrealist, weird show. I was like, it's kind of like got the feel of like those surrealist, funny anime, kind of like Nichijou or Azumanga. So pitched it initially as that, and then what we had to do was kind of just like, as you do with any show, like prove that you can get an audience, and thus we'd be allowed to expand things more. So I did come up with the lore as like, how do we work within this like meta narrative of like this simplistic cartoon with like weird things happening, or like the background is just a color card, and it's kind of like working with like our limitations and making it kind of fun. So yeah, lore was conceptualized very early on, but when I first pitched it to get it like approved, I didn't include the lore in it just because it would have been like too heavy. Next question. How long does it take to fully finish a short? Usually about a week. It depends on how long it is. Sometimes, like if it goes over a minute long, it might take like 2 weeks. Or if it's an episode where there's like multiple characters in a shot. Usually when you have like several characters in a shot, it takes a long time. That's why you might see like way more simplistic animation. Like our animation process is so sped up. That's why the animation is very simple, or there might be like shaky lines if you really zoom in. Yeah, but yeah, about a week or so it takes to finish. Next question is, was Chikn representing your Sona by the time he was created? He actually isn't. Like, I know some people have asked this, but like, yeah, none of the characters are supposed to be like me. Chikn's just like a character I voice. Of course, like when you make a cartoon, like you put little aspects of yourself into the cartoon, but in terms of like, is he me? Nah, like we're not the same person. Same with, I've seen some people ask if Slushy is me. No, I am none of these. I just voice Chikn. Next question is, what programs do you / the animators use to animate? So we use Adobe Animate, which is also known as Flash. A lot of cartoons have used that, like My Little Pony, or you know, a lot of internet cartoons have used Flash. A lot of animation nowadays on TV that you see is mostly done by Toon Boom Harmony, which is a very amazing program. But yeah, we're using Flash. Next question is, how did Chi and Chikn first meet? Okay, we did actually show this in the show, which is like Chikn lands on Earth and Chi's just like, what's that giant nugget box over there? Goes over, sees it, there's a little puppy inside, and then they became friends. Next question. Hey Kyra, is it true that you created the Good Advice Cupcake as well as Chikn Nugget? So I did not create the Good Advice Cupcake. So the Good Advice Cupcake was created by Lauren Brantz, who used to work at BuzzFeed. She's such a talented, like comic artist in general, storyteller. So she was working at BuzzFeed, like on the comics team that used to exist. It doesn't exist anymore, sadly. So when I first got hired at BuzzFeed in 2017, one of my first assignments was to adapt BuzzFeed comics into animated form. So I chose the Good Advice Cupcake one. It was just like a short little like 4-panel comic Lauren had done, and I was like, this is cute, I'm gonna animate it. Did it, volunteered to do the voice for it just to try it out, and it thankfully did really well, and BuzzFeed wanted to continue doing it. So Lauren basically wrote, I think, like almost all of the Good Advice Cupcake episodes. Like all of them were mostly written by Lauren. I think I only wrote like 2 maybe, but I voiced the character and I was the lead animator up until like 2020. So yeah. Yeah, next question. Also, I promise I'll answer you guys' questions in the chat as soon as these are all done. Sorry to make you wait. So have I ever checked out the r/Chikn Nugget subreddit? I've seen a little bit of it. I get so busy that I like, after work sometimes I'm like, I need to decompress and like relax. But I will say that both, who is it? Matt, who's one of the animators and he also voices Old P, and Nate, who voices Ice Cream, have told me that they both go on the subreddit and they've told me that they like, they'll like fight people and stuff. I don't know, so, or Nate says that he goes on there and just posts about how much he loves ice cream, which is hilarious because he voices Ice Cream. Anyway, who is the hardest character to draw or animate? Honestly, Bezel is pretty difficult for me personally, whereas I feel like Kevy is like incredible at animating Bezel and has such an easy time with him. Also takes a lot of time to animate Fwenchfly because they just have so many moving parts, like the elbow things, and like it can be a lot. Yeah, but for me personally, Bezel is usually hard. Next question. Do you have any tips for starting a series on YouTube? So it can be very daunting and hard, but based off of like my own experience for Chikn Nugget, like, and I'll also, so this is kind of something else, but the reason that we're doing so many like horizontal videos or like compilations and stuff is because like that's usually what YouTube prioritizes for like monetization. Like you're more likely to get a bigger return on horizontal videos, hence why we've been doing a lot of them. It's just business stuff, so sorry for all the compilations and all that, but basically horizontal videos are great for monetization, but shorts are also amazing because shorts are like very easy to pass around. They're really easy to get into because they're like simple and funny. So I think what I've recommended for a lot of people is even just doing like animatics of like, I don't know, like a show or a series you enjoy or your OCs to like funny audio or music or something can really help accumulate an audience. But if you're starting a series, I would say start small unless you do have like a big amount of like money and a team and experience. But you always have time in the future to make something way bigger. Don't look at like a giant indie project that people are doing and be like, I gotta do that right out the gate. You have all the time to figure it out. But I've said just start small. You know, doing animatics would be a nice way to start. Yeah, just start with really simple things. You can use Adobe Animate, which comes in the Adobe suite, to do animation. I've recommended using like Epidemic Sound or Storyblocks or Audio Network for free music. You just like have to pay for the license. And yeah, like just start really small. Sorry if that was like very long-winded, but yeah. Also, sorry if you guys hear trucks outside. Were there any changes to the character names before the final name choices? Yes, actually. There was a name I was gonna go with, but I was told, like, I probably shouldn't. So initially, well, I'll talk about the ones that were, like, different. So initially, French fry was going to be tater tot. It was literally like neck and neck. What were we gonna choose, like French fry or tater tot? So they were almost named tater tot. I think curly fry was also tossed around. I think onion ring was also gonna be called curly fry, but decided on onion ring. Sody pop, I think was gonna be just a different way of saying soda pop or soda. Ice cream, coffee. Okay, so for coffee, her initial name, because I was thinking of like all their names are kind of stuff that you could see on like a fast food menu. Like if you pull up to a drive-through, you'll probably see most of these items. Like if you're like, I don't know, Jack in the Box or something. So I was like, okay, what's like something that people, like a food item that people talk about a lot is black coffee. Like order a black coffee and go. So her initial name was Black Coffee, but we kind of just decided to like omit the black part because I don't know, people on the internet be kind of evil. So next question. Okay, what are some of my favorite animals that are not in Chikn Nugget? So I really love birds. There's like sadly not a lot of birds in Chikn Nugget, but I love birds. Really love snakes. Yeah, a lot of like little birdies and snakes are cute and all that. But yeah, I think like there are a lot of animals that I love that are in Chikn Nugget. All right, next question. Whoops. Will Coffee's character ever be explored a bit more at some point? Yes. Did write a script for a Coffee backstory, and we will be doing more Coffee. Coffee definitely was like, you know, she's a sheep of a few words, so she doesn't talk a lot. But I was like, no, we're gonna have more Coffee episodes, so that will be coming. Next question is, do you guys do frame-by-frame animation, or is it something else like puppet rigs? So we kind of do a mix of both. Like, I think Kevy uses puppet rigs a lot, but for me, I'll do like frame-by-frame. I'll take like, we do have like rigs, so we'll take like the characters, like you'll see that the head shapes remain consistent. So like, copy and paste the head shapes, and then I'll focus on animating like the expressions, the limbs, all that. So it is a mix of frame by frame and rigs. Next question. If there is, do other Chikn Nugget characters have canonical ages besides Sody Pop, French Fry, Ice Cream, and Chicken Nugget? Yeah, so I forget if I mentioned it, but like most of them are just like young adults. Like Slushy's probably like 22. Cheese also around that age. Chi, Coffee, Slushy are around like early 20s, 22, 21, 23, that sort of thing. Soda's like 9. Chicken and Ice Cream and Bezel and Flinchfire are all immortal, so thousands upon thousands of years old. And Onion Ring, I've imagined he's probably like mid-20s or so, maybe like 25, 26, around that. Next question. If Ice Cream is a demon, do they fear the Doomslayer? I feel like, well, I mean, the Doomslayer would probably, being that Ice Cream's a demon, would annihilate them. But the Doomslayer does love, what do you call it? They love, bunny rabbits. So, maybe, sorry, I'm losing track of that. Ugh. If the Doomslayer loves bunny rabbits, then maybe they'll make an exception for Ice Cream, but who knows? Alright. Are we going to get more behind-the-scenes stuff, like lost episodes and early character designs? Yes, there will be more of that. We do want to do more director's commentary where we would feature more of the, like, secret, hidden stuff. But yeah, I do want to do another episode of, like, scripts that we never recorded, or maybe some, like, stuff we did record but then decided not to do. Yay, next question. Are we gonna get Onion Ring's backstory in a future Chikn Nugget lore episode? Yes, we will. It's coming soon. Okay, I know this is a big one. Are Bezel and Onion Ring gonna meet each other eventually? Yes, they will. Very soon. That episode is coming up, like, literally within, like, a couple weeks or so. Alright. Do you prefer to make detailed backgrounds or more simple backgrounds? It's really fun to do detailed backgrounds, but you know, as I said, because we only have about like a week or so to do the episodes, we sadly can't always spend a lot of time doing really detailed backgrounds. But when we do get the chance to do them, it's really fun. It's just like, I don't know, really fun to flesh out the environment. What would Ice Cream think of Jax from The Amazing Digital Circus? I think Ice Cream would just like fall madly in love with him. Alright. Will there be a 2026 Chikn Nugget calendar coming out this year? Sadly, there won't. The 2025 was the last one. Thank you guys so much for supporting it. But yeah, that was like the last one for the foreseeable future. What inspired you to write themes of self-acceptance and LGBTQ+ in Chikn Nugget? So, you know, I am LGBT, so definitely that. And honestly, just like, I don't know, it's really nice to see like characters be really nice to each other and accept each other, because I don't know, especially in like nowadays, you know, you got a lot of mean bigotry and stuff, and it's just kind of nice to have something that'll be like, you know what, it's okay to be yourself, you know, like you're not a freak, you're just normal. So no, it's nice to explore those themes. It's really sweet, because like I would have wanted to hear it as a kid, so it's nice to hear it now. Oh, next one. What inspires your character designs? We're almost at the final question, guys. Oh my god, it's going fast. What inspires my character designs? So, I actually am planning to upload this soon. I'm going to, because I said, oh wait, no. Oh, I forgot to put this in the director's commentary. I cut this out of the director's commentary. Said I was going to make like charts of like what inspired each of the Chikn Nugget characters, like designs and personalities, and like show what characters from media like influenced their designs and personalities. So that'll be coming soon. But yeah, a lot of other cartoons, anime, you know, other art people make that like my friends and stuff like will influence me, not in a way where I'm like, I'm gonna take this from you, never, but like, you know, like a bunch of media inspires them, but I will be uploading those charts soon, so that'll be a more, like, laid out version of that question. I'm actually going by these questions pretty fast. Alright, how do I personally deal with art block whenever I'm trying to make an episode? For the episodes, so sometimes, I mean, what's nice is because it's me and a few other animators on the team, sometimes there's episodes that like one of us are like, I don't know if I can handle this episode this week, I'm not feeling like drawing this, so we'll hand it to whoever is feeling it. Like if there's like a Bezel episode and I'm like, I don't know if I can animate Bezel this week, it seems a little hard, you know, someone else might be like, I'll do it. So it's kind of nice for that. But in terms of just art block in general, like, it is nice to just try something new, like draw in a different style, or, you know, do something way more simple and experimental. It kind of like, I don't know, it's exciting to see like, ooh, can I handle this experimental thing that I like? And if you pull it off, it kind of gives you like a burst of confidence. But yeah, that's like how we do it. Question 28. What inspired you to go with a food theme for all the characters' names? I just think it's kind of fun. Chicken nugget is just a cute word, and it's like a cute thing to call an animal. So going with chicken nugget, and I'm like, obviously, let's go cheeseburger, and then just continue to name everybody after foods. And I thought it would be pretty cute to have them all be like fast food names. But the reason their names are spelled so silly is kind of also more for brand recognition. Like if you just type in like chicken nuggets spelled correctly, it's gonna bring up pictures and stuff of chicken nuggets. But with the odd spelling of their names, it's for silliness, random factor, and also because it's easier to search for them on like Google and stuff. That's something, if you make your own characters, it is kind of fun if you have like a really unique name, so then like your stuff will appear in search results way easier than like a common word. All right, second to last question. Who is your favorite character to write for? Honestly, at the moment, it's Onion Ring. Like, Onion Ring's really fun. He's very cute. I love hearing Josh's performance. And I don't know, they're all really fun to write for. Like, I love writing tea and coffee stuff. It's very cute. Ice cream's hilarious to write for. Bezel's great to write for. It's so hard to choose. They're all really fun. I think like they're fun to write for different reasons. Like Chicken is just like fun for kind of like absurdist stuff. Slushy's really fun for like really wholesome, heartwarming things. But yeah, I think current favorite, it's really fun to write for Onion Ring. All right, last question. What has been my favorite memory of Chicken Nuggets so far? There's so many. It's been really fun to see people at like real life events like Lightbox or the Chicken Wing events a few years ago. Like, it's just really nice to meet people. It's been amazing to just collaborate with different people, like collaborate with all the voice actors and like meet all these amazing animators. What else? Really cool to see like the merch come out, like the Slushy plushie and the Funchfly plushie and like Chicken plushie, all the figures. It's like really surreal to see like something that, you know, you draw become like a physical item. Like, it's very cool. So too many memories to count, but I think like seeing people in real life is really fun. That was all of the questions. I actually got through that way faster than I thought I would. We'll definitely do a part 2 for sure. But yeah, I was worried if I went over 30 questions that we would be here forever. So now I can answer some what do you call it? Fan questions. So let me answer some of you guys' questions. Thank you so much for waiting through that, and I hope that any of you who submitted a question to the Q&A, that your question got answered. All right. So here's a question from Magpie. Hi, will there ever be a deer character? The one from Funchfly's old concept art was cute. Oh, thank you. I know a lot of people really want a deer character. Maybe. It'd be really, you know I love deer. So, yeah, I would love to do a deer character, so potentially. Why is Onion Ring so keen on chaos? Does he not know that that'll be his demise? So you'll find out soon what Onion Ring's true intentions are. Like, I think Onion Ring, he's not really wanting Armageddon to, like, kill everybody or anything. Like, he has other motives that you'll learn very soon. Will there ever be hot sauce merchandise? Maybe. Oh my gosh, that would be really cute, actually. There will potentially be hot sauce merchandise. What is my opinion on the chicken and hot sauce ship? So I think it's very funny. I love the, hot sauce and chicken nuggets, buffalo chicken kind of thing. I think like hot sauce needs to work on himself more. They'd probably be a very bizarre couple, but it is very funny. Would I ever be interested in creating a reptile character, or will the character stay mammalian? That is actually, so I really, like if we did introduce a new character, I probably would choose like a reptile, because there are a lot of mammals, reptiles and birds, but yeah, we originally, before like deciding Onion Ring was gonna be within the story, I was almost thinking of putting in like a crocodile or something. Yay! Aw, thank you so much for the sweet words, you guys, in the comments. What was it? Hang on, I'm scrolling. Oh, thank you so much, Garlic Guy. Thank you guys so much also for all the donations. You do not have to donate, but like, thank you. Okay, are there going to be other gods in Chikn Nugget? Ooh, potentially. We have seen, Ice Cream and French Fries superiors, which are like god figures, but we could see more gods. Okay, was Spicy Chicken Nugget inspired by a fan design? I don't think so, because Allie came up with Spicy Chicken Nugget and like based him off of just like her love for Digimon. Would I DMCA a content farm? Like take it down? So I personally wouldn't, like if BuzzFeed did, I think if they were making like really, really bad stuff and like using a lot of our IP, we'd probably have to do something. But people are allowed to make like fan content, but yeah, if somebody was making something that was like, ugh, then we might have to get involved, unfortunately. Ooh, is it okay to use Chikn Nugget characters on custom designed t-shirts? Yeah, like if you make it like on your own or something, like I think if you mass produced them, I think BuzzFeed unfortunately would step in, but if you just made stuff for yourself, yeah, totally. Will we ever see Bezel's true form? I don't know if we ever will, unfortunately. That just might be a mystery. Will we ever meet Sodipop's dad? We could. We very much could. Let's see. Just reading some of these beforehand. Yeah! Oh, it's about shipping. Yeah, dude, you guys can ship whatever you want. Like, I mean, don't ship, like, Sodi with the, like, he's a kid. But, like, you know, like, you guys can ship whatever characters you want. I'm never gonna come in and be like, that's not canon, don't do that. Like, you can do whatever you want. I love shipping, it's so fun. Alright, have I ever seen anyone's Chikn Nuggets fan creations and animations? I have seen a lot of fan creations, and thank you guys so much for making them. I haven't been able to watch a lot of animations, but I will have to check them out someday. That would actually be a pretty fun stream, is like, just like reacting to Chikn Nugget animations. So we could do that one day. What led to the creation of Milkshake? So Milkshake, you know, Slushy needs like a friend group who also is interested in similar stuff as her, so that was like Milkshake's creation. And I ended up just voicing her just incidentally, but then I'm like, oh, I guess I'll just continue to voice her. And she became a very silly character. She's inspired by the type of fangirl who's very into like like old man characters. So if you know, you know. Alright, are we going to see Chikn Nugget's birth parents? Technically, Chikn Nugget doesn't have, like, dog parents. Like, he's a demigod, so he was created by his superiors. But maybe. Was I surprised by how well-liked Hot Sauce is? Yes. Like, I understand because he's, like, a cute little squirrel, and I know that people just like any characters regardless of their personalities, but I'm surprised at how much, like, people just really love him and want him to return, which is very, very fun. Will there be long-form episodes of Chikn Nugget? If we're able to, it's mostly just like the limitations of like, you know, us having to work on this very tight schedule, but I would love to do long-form. That would be amazing. yes, for anyone who submitted more Google questions, if we do a part 2, which we probably definitely will, and it'd be cool to actually even have other guests on, I will totally look through those and answer more, so no worries. What is my favorite character besides Chikn? Ooh, I don't even know if Chikn's my favorite. I just love all of them. It's so hard to choose. They're like my children, but they're all really fun to write for. Like I said, Onion Ring's really fun to write for at the moment. Love Chikn because he's a dog and he's got long floppy ears, which is cute, but it's so hard to choose which one I like the most. Have I watched The Rhino and the Red Bill? I have not. Would I consider making the song 9 in the Afternoon by Panic at the Disco the theme song for the Chikn Nugget show? I'd have to oh, excuse me. I'd have to listen to it, but that would be so funny if we got the show. Who is my favorite character to design? They were all really fun. I think Onion Ring was really fun to do. Chikn, obviously. Love doggies. I think Coffee was really fun, just because it was fun to kind of do like an inversion on the wolf in sheep's clothing thing. She turned out cute. Someone says, will Berzil ever come back? Maybe. We did see that Bezel can turn into Berzil at will, which is very, very silly. Alright. Let's see. Were Chikn's long ears based off of Cinema Roll? So I was definitely inspired by like Sanrio for like just the kind of general look of character designs. Honestly, it was kind of like Terriermon was definitely more of an influence. Terriermon from Digimon was like a big influence for Chikn. You'll definitely see when I do that chart of all the characters, I'll include those guys. Let's see. Is there going to be a Land of Bogs and Chikn Nugget crossover? Yeah, so Land of Bogs is created by another BuzzFeed employee, Brent Sievers. So we have done a crossover with them, with like ice cream appearing in an episode. I think it's on their channel, but it would be fun to do another one. Will Slushy find love? That would be really sweet. Maybe. How long have I been animating? Oh my god, since like so long. Like even before college, because I went to college in like 2011. But yeah, like I'd been animating like more casually, I think since like maybe like 2004 or so. Old. Oh my god. Let's see. I'm just looking through. Will there be more about Catsup and Meowster? Yes, there will be. There will be. Yay. How many lore arcs will there be? This will be the last one. The Onion Ring one will be the last one. Am I gonna create a sugar glider character for the series? That would be so cute. Actually, oh my gosh, spoiler, but I am thinking of doing a Chikn Nugget stream where we, like me and you guys, the audience, like design incidental characters, like background characters for an episode. So I'll probably do a stream where we do that. We all just like make characters together. All right. Let me look. What happened to Bezel? He's coming back very soon. Like, we kind of hinted that he was coming back in a recent lore episode, but he's coming. Would I ever do a dinosaur character? That would be so fun. What else? How big or tall is Funchwise true form? Oh my gosh, they're probably like, I wouldn't even know how to measure it. Like dragon, how big is a dragon? Very, very large. I would say about like, about the size of like a big skyscraper almost, like almost around there. Will there be a demigod of order? Ooh, that would be really interesting. It wasn't planned, but that That would be fascinating. Oh, if I did an insect or an invertebrate, would I would choose a jumping spider? Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, it'd be really fun to do an insect. They're so cute. Chikn Nugget is kind of a weird universe where there's like creatures that are anthropomorphic and then creatures that are not, but like some of those non-anthropomorphic creatures can be. Like Chikn loves frogs, like the animal, but then there's also like frog people in their universe. It's very strange. It's like Goofy and Pluto. Yay. Let's see. Does Slushy animate? I'm sure she's probably tried. That'd be really cute. Let's see. Scrolling through the chat. Ooh, do I have any advice? Let's see. Working on long videos, they're 2-3 minutes long. Any advice that would help on like making long form videos? It's hard. Like, pace yourself if you can. Get whatever help you need. You know, work smarter, not harder. Keep things simple. It's very hard to like advise, but yeah, like if you don't have like a lot of like money to be able to hire other people, yeah, just pace yourself, work smarter, not harder, simplify things. Sorry, there's a fly. Yeah. Let's see. Do I think Fwenchfly and Sephiroth would be enemies? Probably. I think Fwenchfly would be wanting to stop anyone who does evil deeds. Let's see. Does Chikn have a pet? Like an owner? Nah. He is a free agent. Who is Ouroboros? Ouroboros is like a demon, mythological demon, that's like a horse demon that Ice Cream is friends with. Ice Cream will just like mention offhand all these demons that they know. What else? There is gonna be an episode that has like other little demon characters in it. Is Bezel going to be... Oh yeah, I saw this. So people were asking, like, are Bezel and Onion Ring going to be in non-lore episodes? Yes, they will. There is a, like, vertical format episode that Onion Ring is in that's coming soon, but it has to come after tomorrow's episode. Currently finishing tomorrow's episode. Hopefully I can get it done on time, but I will let you know if I need more time on it. It's a very, very busy week. But Bezel will definitely... They'll definitely be in non-lore related ones. Let's see. Some of these I already answered. Is Onion Ring a fruit bat or an insect eating bat? So there is an Onion Ring episode. This is a spoiler. There's an Onion Ring episode coming out where Onion Ring is talking to Hot Sauce and mentions that he's an eastern red bat, which is a little real type of orange little bat. They eat fruits or insects though. I'd have to check. Thank you guys so much for all the sweet words, by the way. Oh my gosh. Sorry if I can't answer everything. Let's see. Did I see the fan character? I didn't. I'll have to look. Where there'll be posable figures of the Chikn Nugget characters. And if the lore arcs are over, what will happen? So once the lore stuff is all over and, you know, everything's said and done, it will end. You know, it's got to end at some point. Posable figures of the characters would be so cool. Maybe we could see. Oh, can we get a husky or border collie character for Chikn to get love? Oh, that'd be so cute. It was like another dog. Oh. Will Fwenchfly have an origin story? Maybe. We will see more of Ice Cream and Fwenchfly backstory. Have I seen Five Nights at Chicken Nuggets? I haven't, but that sounds hilarious. How tall is Bezel? Bezel, I feel like Bezel's like 6 feet tall. Let's see. I've seen people mention the character Steve Cobbs in reference to Onion Ring. I think, like, is it that Josh voices both characters? I still have to check out that show. I know some people were asking me to. I'll definitely have to check it out. Let me see. Are there anything outside the shorts in terms of animated media, other than just like the shorts and like the long form, you know, like the horizontal episodes? It would be cool. We'll see if like the TV show development, you know, we'll see what happens there. But maybe, you never know. Looking. Yee. Is Slushy related to Sodi? Nah, they're not related. Slushy's just like his babysitter / like buddy. What would Slushy order at a restaurant? Ooh. I feel like, I mean, she loves Japanese food, obviously, but she loves slushies. I feel like she would eat stuff that's like pretty healthy. I don't know. Let's see. Will Bezel get more outfits? That would be cool. Also, by the way, I'll probably do this stream until 1 p.m. and then we'll end. But, yeah. I literally thought this stream might go on for 2 hours because I was like, I don't know how long it's gonna take to, like, answer all the questions. But, yeah. Will Hot Sauce ever be a full-on main character, or is he a background character like Old P? So Hot Sauce definitely will get, you know, he does get a lot of time to shine. I haven't included him in the main cast more because he's like, he's been kind of hateful. And I'm like, this is what you get for being a brat. Like, you don't get to be in the main cast, but I know people want him to. Let's see. Chat. What is Cheeseburger's least favorite food? I feel like the most random thing ever. I think she would not enjoy stuffed grape leaves. I think she just wouldn't like them. Will we get demigod chicken again? Yes, a lot sooner than you think. Let's see. What if there was a Lego chicken nugget? That would be so cute. Oh my gosh. Will Onion Ring ever use echolocation? Maybe. I do. I'll have to post it. I do have a one of the original concept sketches for Onion Ring. He was like using echolocation in it. I forgot that I drew that. What else? Have I seen the Powerpuff Girls? Of course. Huge influence. The Powerpuff Girls are actually like right behind me. My salt and pepper shakers are Powerpuff Girls. Let's see what else. Do I remember Fua Fua Foof? Yeah, that was one of my other original projects. I will definitely do something with it. The new name of Fua Fua Foof is actually Heavy Meadow, like heavy metal. But yeah, I'm gonna do something with it at some point. Let's see. Favorite episode to make and why? It's so hard. We've made like over 500 episodes. It's so hard to like decide. I think a lot of the lore ones are really fun. Like, it's been really fun to do these Onion Ring episodes. He's very like emotive and fun. Bezel's episodes were very goofy to do. A lot of the horror themed, like scary episodes are really fun. I do like special place in my heart for like the OG original chicken episodes, like the ones that we made in the beginning of like, or the whatever, middle of 2020, end of 2020. Why is everyone an animal except for Bezel? Oh yeah, I mentioned this in the director's commentary. I just think it's really funny to have like a consistent like theme with the cast of characters, and then there's just one character that looks like they don't fit in at all. Bezel's also just not like, just doesn't care to take an animal form for whatever reason. He thinks he's too cool for it. Alright, let's see. Live chat. Did I say the show will end after the lore ends? Potentially. We shall see how things go. But yeah, the lore arc will be the last, like, story arc. Is Sody Pop ADHD? Potentially. Maybe. Could definitely headcanon him that way. What is my idea process? Literally, we'll just, like, think of ideas, like, from life. We'll have brainstorming sessions. I'll write, like, a huge amount of scripts. Like, I'll think of, like, okay, we need to do, like, more Funchfly episodes. Let's write a bunch of Funchfly episodes. So unrelated to the lore stuff, which is all, you know, like, planned out. A lot of just the more silly vertical episodes are, like, what's something funny that happened? Or something topical, like, oh, like, Halloween's coming. Let's do a Halloween episode. So yeah, just kind of thinking about stuff from life or stuff that's topical. Chikn Nugget's an interesting series because it's like, you know, we gotta make it on the internet and make it like short, quick gags. So hence why a lot of the content is like very silly, quick, relatable content. Hot Sauce and Slushy as a potential couple. They would be so fun together. That would be, what a twist, right? Will Ice Cream and Funchfly have kids? That would be so cute. Oh my gosh. Maybe someday. I know they're putting off potentially getting married, but maybe. Oh, this is cute. We're Funchfly and Ice Cream inspired by Spat and Harmony. There definitely was influence from Spat and Harmony. Spat and Harmony are characters from Hamtaro. I love Hamtaro. Is Hot Sauce and Chicken canon? It's not. Like, I think in that episode where, I know people were like, whoa, with that one episode, but I think, Chicken was just, like, genuinely asking, like, not even thinking, but genuinely asking Hot Sauce, like, yeah, like, you know what goes great with chicken is hot sauce, like, genuinely thinking about the food, but Hot Sauce was like, what do you mean by that? So, they would also be a funny couple, but they're not canon. Is Hot Sauce into guys? I don't know. That is a good question. Definitely into girls. Let's see. What is Coffee's favorite type of coffee? I feel like, well, we have seen Coffee drink, like, straight up black coffee. I feel like she'd like a bunch of different types. Like, I think she'd also really like very sweet coffee, too. Let's see. Just looking around. No, I haven't seen the Dom Sauce version of Chikn Nugget. Do I have any future projects, stories, or plans after Chikn Nugget is over? Something to keep an eye out for? Maybe. We shall see how the future goes. Will Sarsaparilla appear more? Yes, she will. We'll definitely see more Sarsaparilla. She's cute. I know people really want Chicken to have a partner. That would be very sweet. Is Onion Ring Arrow Ace? He's actually not, but it would be really sweet to have like an Arrow Ace character. I could see like Bezel being Arrow Ace, honestly. Like, I don't think he would be with anybody. Let's see. Do any of the characters speak other language? Well, Slushy's voice actress is like fluent in Spanish, so that'd be really cool. And then, so I could definitely see her as being Hispanic. And then Sody Pop, Dawn, she's Filipina, right? Like Filipino. That'd be really cool. Yes, Cats Have Been Meowstered will appear. They will. Sorry, I'm just trying to scroll. Some stuff keeps jumping in the chat. Well, let me go down. Is Onion Ring gonna restart Armageddon? We shall see. You just gotta wait and see what happens. Are we open for voice acting reels and like auditions? Maybe. I do still have to cast Catsup, so potentially, maybe. I'll put it out if we do. If BuzzFeed will let me. Let's see. Will we see Slushy dressed as Hatsune Miku or other girls on Halloween? That would be so cute. Is Chi canonically black-coded? Yes, she is. Will we ever get merch of Hot Sauce, Sarsaparilla, or Old P? Maybe. That would be wonderful. I'd always wanted, blind boxes would be really cool. It would, like, if we ever got to do blind boxes, we would have to make, like, we've said this, like, we would have to make Old P be the secret variant, because the episode where, like, he's the most common one that no one wants, we'd have to make him be, like, the secret blind box variant. How old is Old P? I mean, Matt is, like, it's basically Matt's character, so I think Matt would better be equipped to answer that question, but I feel like he's definitely not as old as, like, as, people may think he is. Alright, 10 more minutes of the stream. Oh, thank you guys so much for all the sweet words. So sorry if I'm not able to get to everything. Let's see. Have you ever watched The Owl House? Yeah, I love The Owl House. There's so many cartoons that I love. I know some people were asking, like, were there any other cartoons other than, like, Wander Over Yonder that I really love? Dude, so many. Like, so many cartoons that I love. I feel like it'd be easier to say, like, cartoons that I didn't like. There's, like, barely any. But, yeah, there's a bunch of cartoons that I still have yet to watch. But, yeah, so many cartoons are so good. Oh, let's see. When will a new character appear? Probably not like a main character for a while if they do appear, because Onion Ring was recently introduced. I usually like to like space it out so we have time to like get to know the new character. Are there any plans to add an axolotl? Funny you mentioned that because I am currently animating, like 2 episodes, but like one of the vertical episodes that's coming out, should maybe come out next week, does have an axolotl in it, so yes, there is one. Will there be a dragon character? Well, Flinchfly's a dragon. Let's see. How do I feel about Onion Ring and Slushy? That would be such a funny combination. I'd feel like they'd really info dump to each other if they were together. Does Bezel have a gender? He technically doesn't, but like identifies as male. He's like a concept instead of like a person, I guess. Let me see. Oh, how did I come up with Chicken's voice? Oh, thank you. Literally, it's just the way that I'll talk to like my dog or something. She's like right outside right there. Just a goofy voice that I'll usually talk to animals in, and I'm like, all right, let's just do like a very creepy sounding like baby voice for this character. It is like so weird to do it like on camera, so it's like usually voice acting, it's just like me alone in a room just doing it. Oh, will Sody Pop have a relative named Lollipop? That would be so cute. Oh my god, that would be adorable. Have I seen the Fua Fua Foof fan comics? I do remember fan comics from like years ago, if those are the ones you're talking about. Will we ever make a song? That would be so cool. I know Chi Chi made a fan song, but it'd be really cool to have like an official Chicken Nugget song. Will Onion Ring meet coffee? Yes. Oh, thank you for the compliments on the my room, the living room. Am I weird for shipping Chili Chili? No, not at all. I mean, we introduced the concept for a reason. I will never judge anyone for any of the shipping, unless it's like, you know, Onion Ring, or not Onion Ring, what am I talking about? Sody Pop and like one of the adults. Ugh. But yeah, ship any of them. Ship canon couples. You could ship Chi and Chicken. You could ship Slushy and Coffee. Like, I do not care. You can do whatever you want. That's what shipping's for. Let's see. Are we hiring for new animators? Dude, I wanted to, oh my gosh, really wanted to, for the merch that's been being done, I wanted to like hire other artists for it so badly, and hopefully BuzzFeed lets us do that. Like, we were so close to getting it, so hopefully. Can I come to AnthroCon this year? I've never been. I'm going to be, oh yeah, I should announce this. I have been meaning to post this on social media, but I forgot. I'm sadly not going to be at Lightbox Expo this year, but I will be at AFC in California in September, which I just announced yesterday on my main, but it won't be Chikn Nugget like related. I will be selling some Chikn Nugget stuff. I'll probably have like some slushy plushies and might have French fry plushies and the pins, but that'll be mostly just me selling like other stuff like on my own. What else? Oh, Enthusiastic Channel Archive, I will give you a shout out. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Is Chi secretly demonic? She's not, you know, everybody can kind of have weird chaos powers that have rubbed off on them from Chikn, so hence why Chi being able to do things. Are any of the Chikn Nugget characters autistic? I've definitely thought of like Coffee as being on the spectrum, but as for the others, I know it is kind of up to headcanon, but yeah, I can definitely see other ones being on the spectrum. Will there be a stop motion special of Chikn Nugget? Oh my god, I wish. That would be so cute. How was Cheeseburger Scream conceived? Okay, so we did initially start recording Vivian Louise, who voices Cheeseburger, when we were doing like the screams. Initially, she was like doing screams for them, but she just like was like, I don't know if I can do it, and I'm like, don't worry. So those screams are stock screams, so they're not Vivian or anyone else on the team. It's some stock screams. Sorry to shatter that illusion. When will I give another Bezel episode? Incredibly soon. Bezel is coming back so soon. Gonna record with Kellen soon. I gotta hit him up and be like, time for more Bezel. Let's see. Are Fwenchfly and Bezel gonna team up? Maybe. What else? Oh yeah, will there be, will Coffee have costumes based on hot sauce, sarsaparilla, milkshake, old pea, and onion ring? That would be so cute. Oh my god, like a little onion ring costume would be adorable. How big is the Chikn Nugget team? So, it is me, Meredith, Kevy, Matt. So it'll usually be like 4 of us. And then Brooke recently joined the team. And I hope that she could stay on. It's always up to BuzzFeed how big the team is in terms of like the animators. But it'll usually be about like 4 of us, 5 of us at a time. And then, yeah, a lot of the episodes are written by me or the other animators, or sometimes someone else on animation team at BuzzFeed. Animation team as a whole at BuzzFeed is like, it's like less than 20 people. Very small team. But yeah, if I had full control, I would hire way more people. Let's see. Will Bezel get a backstory? Maybe. Let's see. Will the source files for Chikn Nugget ever be public at some point? That would be very funny. I don't know. I don't know if, like, while at BuzzFeed, if they would let me do that. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. It's almost 1 p.m., so let me answer. I'm just gonna answer the last of the funding questions. Is Bear Brazil going to return? Potentially. He might. Ooh, the 9 in the afternoon for the theme song. The lyrics and the vibe fit well. I'll definitely have to re-listen to it. It's been a while since I've listened to a Panic at the Disco. Maybe we get a Fwenchfly mug. That would be so cute. Oh my gosh. We'll definitely do Fwenchfly merch. Let's see. Oh, it's 1 p.m. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to get to like everybody's questions, but I was able to answer a lot, and we'll definitely do another part to this, hopefully with other team members. It'd be amazing. Definitely want to do another director's commentary and reveal more secret stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on and watching and sending questions. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and we will do more of this very soon. Yeah, and I'll let you know. Hopefully I can get the episode that's supposed to be posted tomorrow done by tomorrow. It's been very busy. Hopefully I can get it done, but I'll let you know if I can't. But yeah. Oh no, I'm so sorry for anyone that just joined. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you around. Have a great